Hey you guys, it's Susan Morad right back here with Clever News. And just hours after famous celebrity pastor Carl Lentz made headlines for being fired from his position at Hillsong Church, he issued a public statement that included a shocking confession. In case you missed it, just yesterday, we reported that celebrity-known pastor Carl Lentz of Hillsong Church Group was terminated from his position effective immediately. Over the years, many fans got to know Carl through his most notable clients, Selena Gomez and Justin and Hailey Bieber, especially after baptizing Justin and confessing to GQ in 2015 that it was he who took Justin under his wing a year prior when he was on a downward spiral. So it came as quite a shock to fans who had followed Carl for years when founding pastor of the church Brian Houston issued an email to staff and members of the East Coast branch on Wednesday, revealing that Carl was terminated, citing, quote, leadership issues and breaches of trust, plus a recent revelation of moral failures. This posed the question among many confused fans to wonder what constituted as moral failures, which led to wild conspiracies ranging from the way Carl openly supports BLM and the LGBTQ+ community to theories about Carl and a Justin, Hailey, Selena Gomez love triangle. Don't worry, we're not even going to entertain the love triangle thing, but basically some fans are blaming Justin and Carl's falling out on Justin's final breakup with Selena Gomez a year after reconciling in 2017. Like I said guys, wild. But just hours after news broke about Carl's firing, all the speculation can be put to rest, as he issued a public statement via Instagram taking accountability for all of his moral failures. He shared a photo of his wife Laura and 3 children, writing, quote, when you accept the calling of being a pastor, you must live in such a way that it honors the mandate, that it honors the church, and that it honors God. When that does not happen, a change needs to be made, and has been made in this case, to ensure that standard is upheld. Fans were then devastated to hear that Carl fully admitted he had been unfaithful to his wife, which initially led to their family's separation from the church. He said, quote, over the years, I did not do an adequate job of protecting my own spirit, refilling my own soul, and reaching out for the readily available help that is available. When you lead out of an empty place, you make choices that have real and painful consequences. I was unfaithful in my marriage, the most important relationship in my life, and held accountable for that. Carl went on to add that this failure is on him and him alone, and vowed to strive to mend his marriage, adding, I now begin a journey of rebuilding trust with my wife, Laura, and my children, and taking real time to work on and heal my own life and seek out the help that I need. He also apologized to the many people who instilled trust in him, and said he prays that they can forgive him and hopes that eventually he will be able to live a life where trust is earned again. To conclude his statement, Carl stated that although he is unsure of what this next chapter will look like for his family, they will walk into it together, very hopeful and grateful for the grace of God. Needless to say, fans are completely shook and have been expressing a wide range of emotions from anger to denial to hope. One user wrote, not Carl Lentz cheated on his wife, and he was the one who said to Justin that marriage was the only way to be complete. Another user refuses to believe that Carl was fired for infidelity, writing, I don't for a second believe Carl Lentz got fired for having an affair. Pastors have literally engaged in abuse, covered up abuse by family members, committed other crimes, and have been allowed to stay. An affair sounds like a cover-up. That's too easy, too neat. I don't buy it. But there were many people who genuinely hope that Carl and his family have what it takes to pull through and rebuild their relationship. One fan wrote, so Pastor Carl Lentz was fired for cheating on his wife, and honestly, that is the integrity and accountability I expect from churches. We need to extend grace, of course, but not in the place of consequences. I hope he overcomes this and does better by his family. So clearly what's done is done, and we hope Carl and his family are able to work through this. To hear more about what Hillsong Church had to say about Carl's departure, click right over here to watch another clever video. Then be sure to let me know all of your thoughts on Carl's confession down here in the comments. I'm your host, Susan Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.